Hey TokuDoc, it's me, David Yost, the original Mighty Morphing Power Ranger, and I just did an interview for your channel at CCXP, and it's going to be coming to you soon.
Mais um TokuDoc no ar, tudo bem com vocês? Eu sou DANILO MODOLO, o cara que faz esse programa e edita também os vídeos, inclusive é isso que eu estou fazendo agora. Estou editando mais uma entrevista internacional aqui pro canal. Sabe quem que é esse cara aqui, né? Esse cara aqui é David Yost. Você sabe quem que é David, pelo amor de Deus, você sabe quem que é David Yost, por favor, né? David Yost é o primeiro Power Ranger azul, Mighty Morphing Power Ranger azul. Ele esteve na CCXP, na Comic Con brasileira, em 2019. Claro, tem uma entrevista com ele aqui no TokuDoc. Obrigado demais a CCXP por mais essa abertura. Não é a primeira vez que a gente tem material da Comic Con aqui. Mesmo não estando presente no evento, eu consigo fazer um material bem legal para vocês. Espero que vocês gostem dessa entrevista.
Hola TokuDoc, I'm David Yost, the original Mighty Morphing Power Ranger, and I am here to talk to you.
E aí, como é que foi visitar São Paulo pela primeira vez? Inclusive a convite de uma Comic Con.
My very first visit to São Paulo has been amazing. It's such an interesting and huge city. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it is, but it's a lot like Los Angeles, I think, traffic-wise. So it's been very fun to be here, and being at CCXP has been amazing. It's such a big show. It feels a lot like going to San Diego Comic-Con, which is the biggest Comic-Con in the United States, maybe the world. And so it's been really interesting to see that Brazil has such a strong community and strong fans of so many superhero genre and pop culture. So I'm honored to be here. And obviously, because there's so many fans of Power Rangers in Brazil, it's very humbling for me to get to be here and get to meet all the fans and talk to them and hear their experiences about Power Rangers, and it's truly humbling for me.
É porque vocês estavam fazendo a série e vocês não tinham quase nada de informação de Ranger, né? Como é que era a visão do projeto assim? O que vocês estavam imaginando ali?
When I first auditioned for Power Rangers, I didn't really have a concept of what it was. It was originally called Phantoms. It wasn't even called Power Rangers. And then when we shot the first pilot, it was called Dino Rangers. And then eventually when we went to series, it was called Power Rangers. But as we were going through all those different processes and they were discussing what the show was, I didn't quite understand even till I saw the final product, and then I thought, oh, this probably isn't going to be good. But it turned out amazing. It's interesting to know that the show had Japanese footage cut into an American version of the show, and that the show is totally different than what the Japanese did. So, but it turned out well in the end, and it's been really amazing to get to play a superhero.
Tá, mas quando você viu o Ranger pela primeira vez, como é que foi o entendimento ali do formato da produção de Power Rangers? Quando foi até que você viu o Ranger pela primeira vez?
I do remember the first time that I saw Zoo Ranger. We were at a producer's house. We were having like a cast wrap party, and we all kind of were curious about, well, what is the Japanese show that our show comes from? And so they showed us a couple episodes of Zoo Ranger, and it was really shocking to see how dramatically different the two shows are, because ours is so oriented to kids, and the Japanese show is very oriented to adults, I would think, because there's a lot of death and blood, and it's scary, where the American version is very happy and campy and smiley, and it's all about kids and being a team. So it's interesting to see the two differences.
Deixa eu dar um tempo aqui que você está curtindo essa entrevista, então curte mesmo, larga o like aí, por favor, deixa o seu like nesse vídeo, por gentileza, porque, meu, não é fácil falar com essa galera da internacional aí, essa galera gringa não é simples de chegar, então toda vez que você der um like aqui, fortalece para saber que vocês gostam de entrevista, que vocês querem ver mais, e para essa galera, quando vai da entrevista, ver que vocês gostam. Conta com o like de vocês, larga aí. Dá pra ver aí? Parece que tá fazendo a pose de transformação do Jaspion, né? Ai, que doido! Na sua infância, o que você assistia? Você teve contato com heróis japoneses? O que você gostava de ver?
Well, when I was a child, and in terms of having any kind of relationship or contact with Japanese TV shows, I kind of grew up in the era of the Godzilla, and I can remember being like 5 and 6 years old and watching Godzilla movies, and I can't remember, but I sort of remember like these two women that were twins, and they were like the Moth women or something like that. Had something to do with Godzilla, and I kind of remember that. But as far as my childhood heroes go, I grew up when Star Wars first came out. I was 7 years old when the very first film, Star Wars film, came out, and I remember going to the theater with my family, and we had to wait in a long line just to get into the theater. but just seeing that first opening scene of Star Wars in a theater where the big ship flies overhead, like we had never seen anything like that ever before in a theater or even on television. So it was an amazing experience, and I'll never forget it. And I became such a huge fan of Darth Vader when I was a little kid.
Tá, é inegável que você encarnou o Billy muito bem. Todo mundo acha que você é o Billy. Quanto do Billy o David tem e quanto do David tem o Billy?
So, you know, when I auditioned for the role of Billy, I didn't originally audition for Billy. I originally auditioned for the role of Victor, which was Jason, the Red Ranger. And so, you know, the producers and casting directors sort of saw me as that kind of a guy. And so when I wanted to read for Billy, they were like, no, you know, you can't do that. We don't see you as Billy. You can't do that job. So, you know, I kind of switched it up. I put glasses on, wet my hair down, and became a quote-unquote nerd and turned into Billy. So in terms of how much of Billy is in me or how much of Billy or David is in Billy, I would say we were totally two different people. I'm not intelligent like Billy was. I was a very average student, we got C's in school, which is a very average student. I wasn't smart like Billy. Billy knows how to do things that I still to this day could never comprehend. And so it was interesting as an actor to get to play Billy because I would have to go into my dressing room and look up words, because Billy had long, hard words to say, and I would have to look them up in the dictionary to figure out what my character was saying. So Billy made me a smarter person, and I'm very grateful for that.
E legado, quanto que você vê do legado do Billy para as outras gerações e para a geração que te assistiu e para as seguintes? Você sente alguma influência, alguma responsabilidade?
For me, it's a huge honor, and it's extremely humbling to have gotten to play Billy, because I think the legacy that he has left, or the message that he has given to people, is that you can be whoever you want to be, just be that person, and you can go out and achieve great things. So, you know, Billy started off being very quote-unquote nerdy and very unsure of himself, not having a lot of confidence. But as you watch Billy grow over the course of the time that I was on the show, over the 200 episodes that I did, you know, you really watch Billy change, and he becomes more confident about himself, and he becomes a fighter, he becomes stronger, he takes control of things. He really is a true leader in a lot of ways, and so I think that Billy really lets people know, like, hey, I might not feel confident, but if Billy can go out and do something like that, then I know I can go out and do something like that. So I think I'm really honored to get to play a character like that.
Então valeu por participar. Se tiver algum recado pra galera, a hora é agora. Manda aquele alô pra quem tá vendo a gente aqui. Billy. Ups, David, desculpa.
So, obrigado, TokuDoc viewers. It means the world to me that you are fans of Power Rangers. And I'm David Yost, the original Mighty Morphing Power Ranger. And if you want to follow me on my social media, Instagram's a good one. It's official David Yost, or on Twitter, David_Yost. So thank you very much.
E tá aí mais uma entrevista internacional aqui no canal. David Yost pintando aqui, marcando presença do TokuDoc. Mais uma entrevista pra conta aqui nesse canal. Qual que é o próximo cara que você quer ver entrevista aqui? Que artista relacionado a Tokusatsu você gostaria de ver entrevista no canal? Vou ler os comentários aqui embaixo e vou mandar essa entrevista pro David também. Quem sabe não ler o comentário de vocês aí. Gente, obrigado. Deixou o like já, se inscreveu, chama a galera que gosta de David Yost, Power Rangers, heróis coloridos pra seguir aqui o TokuDoc. A gente se fala nos próximos vídeos, nas próximas entrevistas. Abraço, valeu!